Being single is a personal choice, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Many men choose to embrace their single status, enjoying the freedom and independence that comes with it. However, some men may find themselves single not by choice, but due to certain habits and behaviors that inadvertently hinder their chances of building meaningful romantic relationships. In this video, we'll explore 9 common habits that can keep men single and offer some insights on how to break free from these patterns. 1. Fear of commitment. One of the most significant factors keeping men single is the fear of commitment. This fear can manifest in various ways, such as avoiding long-term relationships, being non-committal in dating, or running away when things get serious. Overcoming this fear involves introspection and addressing the underlying reasons for commitment phobia, which may be rooted in past experiences or personal insecurities. 2. Excessive focus on work. A strong work ethic is admirable, but when it becomes an obsession, it can negatively impact personal relationships. Men who prioritize work over everything else may find it challenging to make time for dating and nurturing a romantic partnership. Achieving a work-life balance is essential for building and maintaining a healthy relationship. 3. Lack of self-confidence. Low self-esteem and self-doubt can sabotage a man's dating life. Confidence is attractive, and a lack of it can make it difficult to approach potential partners and express interest. Building self-confidence often involves self-improvement, setting realistic goals, and seeking support through therapy or self-help resources. 4. Unwillingness to communicate. Effective communication is vital in any relationship. Men who struggle to express their thoughts, feelings, and emotions may find it challenging to connect with their partners on a deeper level. Learning how to communicate openly and honestly is crucial for building intimacy and trust. 5. Unrealistic expectations. Having unrealistic expectations about the perfect partner or an ideal relationship can lead to perpetual disappointment. No one is perfect, and relationships require compromise and effort from both sides. Men who refuse to accept imperfections in themselves or their partners may remain perpetually single. 6. Fear of rejection. Rejection is a part of dating and relationships. Men who fear rejection may avoid taking risks in the dating world, missing out on potential connections. Accepting rejection as a natural part of the dating process can help men move forward and find compatibility. 7. Being too self-centered. Being overly self-centered or selfish can be a major turn-off for potential partners. It's important to strike a balance between self-care and consideration for others' needs and feelings. Healthy relationships require mutual respect and a willingness to give and take. 8. Avoiding self-improvement. Personal growth is an ongoing process, and stagnation can be a barrier to forming lasting relationships. Men who resist self-improvement, whether in terms of physical health, emotional intelligence, or personal interest, may struggle to attract compatible partners. 9. Neglecting social interactions. Isolation and a lack of social interactions can contribute to staying single. Men who spend too much time alone or avoid social gatherings may miss out on opportunities to meet potential partners. Expanding one's social circle and engaging in activities that align with personal interests can increase the chances of finding a compatible mate. Here are a few fictional stories illustrating how some of the habits mentioned might affect men's relationships. The Workaholic's Wake-Up Call. John was a successful entrepreneur who poured all his time and energy into his business. He consistently put in long hours and canceled plans with friends and potential dates. His obsession with work was so overwhelming that he often failed to notice opportunities for meaningful connections. One day, he realized he was missing out on life outside the office and decided to prioritize a work-life balance. This change allowed him to meet someone special and build a rewarding relationship. The commitment-phobic dater, Mark had a history of short-lived relationships. Every time a relationship started getting serious, he would pull away, citing fear of commitment. This pattern persisted until he sought therapy to explore the roots of his commitment issues. With professional help and personal growth, Mark learned to face his fears and eventually found the courage to commit to a loving, long-term relationship. The unrealistic romantic. David was a hopeless romantic who believed in love at first sight and fairy tale endings. He often compared his partners to unrealistic standards, leading to disappointment and frustration. After several failed relationships, David realized he needed to adjust his expectations and appreciate the unique qualities of his partners. This shift allowed him to build a more realistic and fulfilling relationship. The fearful rejection avoider. Mike had a crush on his coworker Sarah for months but never mustered the courage to ask her out due to his fear of rejection. One day, he decided to take the risk and ask her for coffee. To his surprise, she agreed and they started dating. Mike realized that the fear of rejection had held him back for far too long, and that sometimes taking a chance can lead to wonderful outcomes. The self-centered singleton. Brian was known among his friends as someone who always put himself first. He rarely made an effort to consider their needs or feelings. His self-centeredness extended to his romantic relationships, making them short-lived and unsatisfying. After losing several friends and potential partners, Brian decided to work on his empathy and understanding of others' perspectives. Over time, he became a more considerate and desirable partner. These fictional stories highlight the challenges that can arise from certain habits and how individuals can overcome them to improve their chances of finding and maintaining meaningful relationships. Each story emphasizes personal growth, self-awareness, and the importance of learning from past mistakes. Conclusion: being single is a valid choice, and not all men aspire to be in romantic relationships. However, for those who desire to find a partner but remain single, it's crucial to examine these habits that may be inadvertently keeping them unattached. Breaking free from these patterns requires self-awareness, self-improvement, and a willingness to step outside one's comfort zone. Ultimately, building and maintaining a healthy, fulfilling relationship is a journey that often requires personal growth and self-reflection.